Are you in love with your character in FF14? A very simple question with a very simple answer, but you know, sometimes it can be a little complicated. I'm done to talk about it. Yes.
Hey Buns, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with my bunny girl.
Oh, I'm like lagging a little bit.
In Final Fantasy 14.
Big surprise, dude. Big surprise there.
11. Cute little bunny nose. The floofy hair with the little flowers in it.
Bro, I miss Cat Girl, Zepla. Remember back in like 2016, you know, Cat Girl, remember that? That was cool. She was one of the base ones. She knew what was up, and ever since Shadowbringers, you know.
But the flower isn't in all of the hairstyles, but it's in some of them. I wish
it wasn't copium. I'm here.
The way she does this. I know I'm not the only one who is enamored with her FF14 character.
Okay, I must say, I do like the idol poses on bunny girls. I do like the idol poses a lot, and some of the emotes are pretty good. Not all of them, but some of them. I'm not a big fan of Bunny Boy. I think they're a little bland. I like their dance, their slash dance. That's pretty good. I do like that a bit. They get a little, you know, they get a little sturdy with it. That's about it. Aside from that, I think Bunny Boys are pretty bland, like a blank sheet of paper. You're so goddamn basic. Scientists had to add 15 to the pH scale to fucking measure it. I don't get that. I don't get that joke. I'm not fucking basic though.
What else are people doing in G-pose for 10 hours at a time? Getting the perfect angle on the moonlight, shining up the crevasse, the valley.
Bro.
I mean, that's the whole game, isn't it? Or it can be if you are obsessed. Like me, or actually when you are obsessed. Okay.
I want to know like how many people got into this game entirely because of like the character creation, because I originally started playing because of the character creation. You know, I saw what type of character I can make, and that was enough for me. I didn't need anything else. Like if WoW had cat girls, I would probably be a bit more, you know, willing to play it often. But dude, I'm an ugly ass dragon in that game. I'm like, God, it's such a drag to log on. I'm just like, ugh. Like I want to zoom out as far as I can. Like in Final Fantasy, you know, like I'm a lot more likely to just zoom in and have like a pretty suboptimal camera positioning just so I can admire my character a little more.
Not if. You might be in denial now, but it's happening, okay? It'll happen to you to an absurd degree that I have never experienced in another game. Like, FF14 is built for that. It encourages it. I mean, there are even a ton of other NPCs who definitely have a crush on your character and are not good at hiding.
Oh my God, I can count the pixels on the screen.
You play through Endwalker. And at that point, it's weird if you don't. So maybe I
must say, like, on Twitter, it's kind of unhealthy, like how attracted so many people are to their characters or the MSQ characters or like these NPCs, right? Like it's to a ridiculously unhealthy degree. Like it's ridiculous the way they type about their character or these characters. Oh my goodness, dude. It almost makes me uncomfortable a little bit. I get it, I really do, but damn, dude. You know, like just tone it down just a little bit. But who am I to judge, I guess? My coworkers think your VTuber is hot and he wants to know if she's single and or in body pillow form. I did consider a body pillow at some point, but like I don't even know how to start with merch. And I don't know if anyone would even buy it, you know? So like, would it really be worth the investment? I don't know. But I'll think about it.
It's that, right? You just play the same character for so long. Is it just a function of time? Hundreds of hours of story. You're bound to get attached eventually. But, I mean, no, because I played World of Warcraft for more years than I played Final Fantasy 14, and I liked my night elf.
Was that resolution?
But would I isekai myself into the game to take a bullet for her? Well, I mean, no, because she got banned. She already took that bullet, rest in pieces.
That's tough. How she managed that?
Before, all right, and I loved her a normal amount, but I wasn't like kneeling before my monitor like a priestess. offering gifts to Aphrodite.
Dude, her character was so unique in the past. I'm sorry, but like everyone's always like, cat girls are so boring. None of them are unique, dude.
I
like,
loved her a
look at
normal
this.
amount.
Like, look at this, dude. She's a gray cat with red eyes. You know, the dark hair is pretty basic, but like whatever. It's common. It's realistic, I suppose. That's like the only thing realistic about this character. But anyway, like it's a unique character. She's also not wearing clothes, but she has that little thing on her forehead. That's kind of cool. And she has the poop nose. I like it. I like it. I personally would probably never play a character like looking like this, but I do admire the fact that it's unique.
But I wasn't like kneeling before my monitor like a priestess offering gifts to Aphrodite. But is it not more like that story of Narcissus who fell in love with his own reflection and never looked away, like never stopped staring at it until he died? I mean, there's a reason why that G-Pose add-on for WoW is called Narcissus. This is what we're doing. It's my character, right? It's my embodiment of myself in the world. Like,
that's funny. That's funny.
Am I really a Narcissus? Like, am I really just stroking my own ego, gawking at this idealized version of myself? Like, why her?
Man, I think it's just that I've been there, done that, you know? Yo, Gray, welcome back, dude. 18 months. Damn. Is it lemonade or hot chocolate today? Diet Dr. Pepper, actually. Yeah, no, it's just I've been there, done that, man. Like I had a phase where I was like, I was like constantly taking screenshots of G-pose. Listen, before y'all were G-posing, I was G-posing heavy, like heavily, a lot. Like you can find the history on my Twitter profile. Like it's years in the past, but it was really good stuff. Like I used to be pretty fucking into it, you know? Like, dude, I was such a snob with it, dude. I get the craziest angles. My reshade had to be just right. The glamour. I hated mods because it was like, dude, I was such an elitist. I was like, oh no, I can't take any screenshots with any mods because like vanilla is king. You know, it was crazy. It was crazy. I like to believe I still got it, like the skill, but I just don't have the same passion for it, you know? I feel like it's cooler to make like a GIF or a video or something. Like if like one of my my more recent tweets, it's this one's a little sus, but it's like it's a GIF. It's like a 5-second GIF of 2 cat girls and a bunny boy. And honestly, I didn't even want to use the bunny boy, but like I knew people like bunny boys, so I said fuck it. And the bunny boy was a samurai doing the pizza emote, and he was eating the pizza, and he on the pizza there's like a little PNG that I motion tracked of the dance partner icon, and the 2 cat girls were like rubbing up on him and they were dancers, and I captioned it. What did I caption it? When down bad dancers really want that pink parse or some shit. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. I need to make more of those, dude. I'm actually pretty good at those, but I'm lazy. And sometimes I lack. I don't know. Like, there's a word for it. Like I come up with ideas, but it's just I need to get into the mood, you know. Otherwise, I'm just not really coming up with anything. It's weird.
Why now? What is it about FFXIV characters that makes people obsess over them to such a crazy extent, as evidenced by the mountain of
they're just all good looking. They're all good looking.
Screenshots, fan art, fanfics, and fanfics. The undeniable truth is that in FFXIV, you can just, it's easy to make a really good looking character. The OCs that you can make in this game is, frankly, leaps and bounds ahead of any other MMO that I've played in this regard. Like, well, unless you want eyebrows. They are rationing the eyebrows for some reason. I do not know why. Okay, like Rafa got him, Vina got less. Midlander got him, a Highlander got less.
Yeah, Highlander doesn't have any eyebrows. Like, there's a lot of people who play Highlander and they use the face paint, and it's just these massive like fake eyebrows, and it looks so derpy. But I mean, you gotta make do with what you have, right?
Just use the Sharpie, okay? If you need it. That's why it's there.
Oh, there it is. It's right there. Oh, it looks so fucking weird. It doesn't look right on Lalafell. I've seen quite a few Lalafell uses actually, but I mean, it is what it is, man. What?
It's there. It's just running around. You will see so many unique and adorable characters. Sometimes they are, yeah, less unique.
What is she about to say, bro? What is she about to say? Dude, like this is the most copy paste Miqo'te, like female Miqo'te ever. Like, oh my god, I was talking to Haru about it the other day. Like if you go to Limsa, you are going to see these cat girls. I hate it when people say, "Oh, Haru, your cat girl's so basic," and I'm just like, bro, like, I could like, I could understand if you think it's basic because of the ponytail, or like the face number or whatever, but I feel like what really makes it basic are the colors, dude. Like, it's always this. It's always like blonde or like white hair or like very light brown, and these aren't bad colors, but like it's just, dude, it's everywhere. And then you have pastel pink, pure white, or like very pastel colors, right? It's always the same. And then you're like either wearing a very short skirt, the hempen camise, shorts, a swimsuit. Like here it's a little, it looks like a little bit like a dress or whatever, like a summer dress, but it's a swimsuit. Then you got white mage, like AF, the Christmas, like, dude, like the classic Alamegan, whatever the fuck. And then this one over here behind, you can't really see her, but she's wearing the fucking default Miqo'te top. Like, dude, tanned Miqo'tes are based as hell. Like, if you want to get like, just, there's one thing you can do to like get a lot of unique points for your character or for your Miqo'te, and that's just making it tan. That shit is so good. It's so good.
Unique. But I'm sure that's just because we need more options, right? Like maybe more shades of pink.
Yeah, surely.
Hair. Like at least 50 new shades. It's not the gamers who have limited imaginations, because, I mean, if you want to make it tsundere, she needs to have red
tsundere.
Okay. That's how it is. My character, she's more of a kamidere, or maybe a himedere, which is why she has white hair. Okay, I don't make the rules.
What?
But cuteness matters. And you can pick any race you want, and there's going to be plenty of cute options there for you, or handsome options, or whatever you want for any palette, right? Palette. Maybe too many cute options. Like, I wouldn't mind some more pissed off faces, or stern faces like guys get. But I mean, what do you have to be mad about? You're hot. I think
I'm pretty sure every race has a pissed off face. Like, we don't have a whole bunch of them per race or per gender, whatever, but like we have enough. I think like cat girls have they have a pissed off face, and they have pissed off eyebrows. Male all raw just look pissed off all the time. There's a pissed off cat boy one. There's a really old pissed off cat boy one. Like, I don't know about bunny boys. I think I've seen some pissed off bunny boys. I have seen some pissed off bunny girls. There's a few options. We certainly have some options to work with.
I get a nice glam for my character. When I first saw Viera on the benchmark before Shadowbringers came out, and I could preview gear on them, I knew, oh my god, this is the race. Like the gear looks the best on it. Like Viera's almost cheating because every gear looks good on them. It's not like if you're short.
They're just very tall. Very tall women.
Like, short legs and a big head.
Bunny ears.
And sometimes stuff might fit a little weird. Like if you're playing a Lalafell or something.
Yeah, I feel like gear looks very off on both Lalafell and Rogadin. I mean, I suppose Hrothgar as well, because they kind of share like similar models to Rogadin, but it's either shrunk down to fit Lalafell or expanded, like stretched out to fit Hrothgar or Rogadin, and it just looks bizarre. Have you seen how some of the bracelets in this game look on Rogadin? It's bad. It's really bad. But it's just, they're such wide characters. It's such a wide race, right? And then female Rogadin looks fine. They're just bulkier women, you know? I feel like they look fine. But man, Rogadin are just so wide. Oh, geez. Like, I don't know if you've seen that emote. I don't even know if I have it. Here, let me see if I can find it. I think it's called Donk Walk or something. I might not have it. Here, I don't have it. I'll add it. Like, look at this, dude. Oh, I'm not even signed on. I don't know if I can add this right now. Yeah, I'm not signed on. Ah, it's fine. But you get the idea. Like, very, very wide. Oh, wait, I signed on? Okay. Donk Walk. This. Look at this. That's what Rogan looks like. Oh, man.
Which I wouldn't know about, because I don't play Holofell. I'm just speculating.
It can't be only kawaii waifus and fashion that make some people quit their day jobs working in the English localization department of a mobile game studio and spend the next 7 years obsessing over their Final Fantasy characters, right? There's got to be more to it than that. Right?
What explains this inexplicable loyalty and devotion? Is it that Final Fantasy XIV makes it hard to even think about playing another character? You better like your OC a lot. Okay. Because all of your mounts, minions, emotes, titles, BA progress, Bonjet, Eureka progress, relics.
This game just has so much you can like dress your character up in. And this was such a problem in like ARR, and I can't even imagine how bad it must have been in 1.0. There is an excruciating like lack of glamour options. We didn't even have glamour in ARR until like, I don't even know when we got it. We got it at some point in ARR, and it was sketchy. It was definitely sketchy. We had to like carry a bunch of different like prisms, different grades of prisms, and different types of prisms, right? Like now you just have your glamour prism, that's it. But you had like woodworking, cloth craft, leatherworking, armor craft, like stuff like blacksmithing, like stuff like that. And it went from grade 1 all the way to grade 5, and grade 1 was for like level 1 to like level 10 and so on and so forth, right? And I think grade 5 is like 45 to 50. We might even still have these items, but they're just useless. Like you don't really, I think you can actually turn them in to the regular glamour prism now. It's weird, but it was very bad, very bad. But I mean, it worked. It worked. It was enough for me. I was like, shit, I can change the appearance of my gear. Hell yeah. And there wasn't a whole lot to work with, man. It's just like the very like standard gear that you get from dungeons. Damn, does it look bad, dude? It just looks so old. Like very old, like medieval stuff. And the story and like the setting of the game has just like transcended what it was in the past, right? Like before it was like that really old medieval shit, and now we got like spaceships or like spacecrafts and like crazy like advanced tech, right? It's just bizarre. It's a completely different game.
You don't even get to use the house that you bought on your main character on any other character, but you don't need an alt.
Yeah, I remember having to put the individual stats,
right? So it is safe to say
attributes.
You're
Yeah,
quite exclusive with your OC. I guess you could say things will be getting pretty serious between you guys. That's how they rope you in. Just think about it.
and you know what? The old medieval gear, it wasn't even that bad. It was just very outdated, like very like low or like very little texturing, like very bad looking textures. It was just old. It was all like ripped from 1.0, right? It was just the same gear from 1.0, and then they started getting a little, there's even some gear from 2.0 that still looks good. That stuff still holds up to today. Like I still use some of the PJs from 2.0. Some people even still use the AF gear from 1.0.
About it. You can play every job, but most people don't. Most people pick and choose a few jobs that they like that reflect who they are, what they're about. I picked Dancer and Reaper because I feel like these are two sides of my personality. This is why I'm attracted to these jobs. I like big and I like Animal Crossing. My Spotify Unwrapped this year was like, okay, you liked Discord to Generations and you liked Strawberry Fields Forever. You liked Papaya. You also liked Put the Coke on My...
What?
The point is that the combination of mains that you have gives your character some identity, right? It's like one of those Enneagram personality thingies. I think that makes them more real, more easy to love, more relatable. It's like they're not just a vessel for that one job, not a fully formed personality. Well, they're still not fully formed, but you know, they're
kind of interesting actually, because like I feel like some jobs, because I really enjoy playing White Mage, but I'm not like a huge fan of its aesthetic. Not so much anymore. I feel like White Mage in the past was a lot more elemental, while now it's kind of just like holy magic, right? Like you have your glare, and then your dia, and that's it. I mean, I guess you have like your Lily Bell. It has like some water on it, right? But like you don't have arrow anymore. You don't have stone. Stone 4 was badass, bro. Like I thought Stone 4 was sick. It was just it was like a big block of stone. And then, dude, I don't know if you guys played back then or if you even know what this is, but Arrow 3, it was like this. It was like an AoE wind dot, and you would cast it and you would spin your rod, your cane around. It was crazy. You would spin it around, and it was just this massive wind AoE, and it would dot everything up. Oh my god, it was so cool. It was so cool. And I don't really think I like the new Holy very much. Holy 3, whatever the fuck it is. I don't think I like it very much. It's like a flower. What's up with the flowers, dude? Before it was like a big explosion of light. I liked that a lot. Helicopter dick, it was kind of like that. Yeah, it would spin around very quickly. And you know, back before I got fucking slammed with a fucking ban, I used to use, you know, some animation swaps, and I would use Arrow 3 for Dia. It was really cool. It was really cool. But I can't do that anymore. Not anymore. What the fuck, Mika? Har hates flower confirmed. I don't hate flower. I just think it's dude, it's just she like I already have the fucking Lily Bell. I don't need a flower on my damn Holy, dude.
they're like semi-formed. They're more formed of a personality. Like, for example, in World of Warcraft, I love how strong class fantasy can be in that game, but sometimes it can feel that's all that character is. Like that is their whole identity. And maybe if I could cross class into priestess, then my character would be more different. Maybe Illidan would notice me. But yeah, in WoW, I have a pretty bad altitis. I am hopping around all different characters, all different classes I want to play. I can never decide what I would do. It's fun, but that can sort of dilute your attention across a set of different characters, as opposed to all of your focus being on that one singular OC, right? The culmination of all of my achievements, choices, preferences, and memories.
I feel like that's probably the best thing about Final Fantasy, the fact that you can do so much, or you can literally do everything on one character. Like there isn't really a whole lot of reason to make an ult unless you want to like progress through the raid tier and gear up another job when the raid tier is like relevant, you know, because you like all the loot is on a weekly lockout, and you can't really gear up multiple jobs, you know, time efficiently. You can't really, it's impossible. You can't really do that. It takes a long time to gear up multiple jobs when a raid tier is still on loot lock, like weekly loot lock, right? But that's the main reason you would make another character. But god damn, it's just such a hassle to make an alt, because then you got to do the MSQ again, and it's just with each expansion the MSQ gets even longer, and it's just you can't do anything in regards to like the latest raid tier unless you finish the MSQ. So alts are such a pain, but then you can boost, right? That is an option, and I'm glad that it is an option. You do have an option for boosting, but damn, is it expensive, bro? And not only do you need to buy the boost for the MSQ, if you want to be like, you know, close to level cap right off the rip, you also have to buy a fucking job boost. And if you want to play multiple jobs, you got to buy another one. And it's just, dude, like you're forking over an arm and a leg for an alt, right? It's a lot of fucking work. Or you can just do it for free and spend hours and hours and days just gearing up or leveling up this character. Damn, dude. I have done like 2 or 3 alts from the ground up, and oh jeez, dude. Like I'm so quick with the cutscene skipping. Like it's ridiculous. I don't think you guys realize how fast I am at skipping cutscenes. It is unbelievable. Like it's almost been like reaction training or conditioning. Like the moment I see the chat box, okay, so like when you go into a cutscene, your screen fades to black And then you can still see your chat box, but the very moment your chat box fades or disappears, the cutscene is starting. And when it starts, you can hit escape and then skip. The moment I would see that chat box disappear, bro, I'd be mashing escape and then mashing 0 on the numpad to hit yes. Oh my god, I would skip so quickly on all my alts, so fast. Did you skip Hildy? I haven't done Hildy yet this expansion. I need to get to it. Like it's part of the relic now, right? Never skip Hildy. I actually have never skipped Hildy. I've only done Hildy once on my main, and I haven't done it on any alts. I've never skipped Hildy. Hildy's great. I mean, I haven't done Hildy in years though. It's been a long time since I've done Hildy. I like Hildy. Hildy's fun.
All of it. All of it. The joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, all poured into that one Final Fantasy character. But not just any, the hero. The
Why
hero
does she
of the story
talk like
with
that?
emotes and is expressive, right? And the emotes in Final Fantasy 14, I think, is another factor because they
Oh,
are
absolutely.
in any game. Oh, I don't know about any game. I haven't played every game, but any MMO. Oh.
Dude, I gotta say, the umbrella, the parasol emotes are kind of crazy. Like, these are really good emotes.
They fit the vibe of the race.
Oh man, the emotes are so good now. I thought the emotes were great back in 2013. But in 2022, dude, the emotes are crazy. I tried doing the fucking dances the other day. Like the cash shop dances. Fuck no, dude. Those are like experts doing those, like professional dancers doing those, man. I can't do that shit. It's so hard.
The Mikote is very like animated, and Viera is sort of like dignified, queenly. You know, the emotes give your character so much personality, and that is really endearing. It's one of those things that endears you to them. Who can resist? Like the ear wiggle on a Catboy. It is yet another parameter of self-expression.
I hear about that shit all the damn time.
Oh,
the ear wiggle. Oh,
draw into your character and like you feel attached. It's like you can make a fierce bunny boy, you can make a moody Aura, you can make a meathead Rogadin, or I mean even a scholar. You could be a scholar Rogadin. You'd be smart. Be the opposite of it.
dude, I think my favorite, like one of my favorite types of characters is like the most aggressive, rugged, dangerous, scary looking Aura with a million scales on his face with Vegeta hair, and he's a white mage wearing AF gear, and it's like a dress, a very frilly dress, and then his weapon has like a bunch of sparkles and shit. That is so funny to me, man. Like the gap moe is unbelievable with some of these characters and the jobs. It's a robe. Yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Haru Catboy when? I have a Catboy. I do have a Catboy preset. I don't play him, but he is a good looking chap, I must say. I just have a hard time playing anything but Catgirl, man. Maybe on an alt. One of my alts is a Lalafell. I was about to say an Altafell. A Lalafell. I do think Lalafell, they're derpy little spuds, you know, like they bring balance to the world of Final Fantasy 14. Like they're nice to have around. They're funny, and like I feel like they're kind of easy to pick on as well. But yeah, I don't have any alts that are guys, now that I think about it. Maybe one that I forgot about on some random server. I have no idea. Why are you guys concerning me right now?
Meathead. I guess like egghead. Rogan. Point is, you give your OC personality you want, and you can go with that, and the game will support you with everything it has, except for eyebrows. Now hold on, what about all those Fantasia junkies?
Oh man,
constantly flip-flop between appearances and races and everything.
Dude, Fantasias alone have probably fueled the entire budget for Final Fantasy 16. Like, if that game ends up being the most crazy fucking Final Fantasy like ever, or action RPG, whatever the fuck that kind of game it is, you can think of Fantasias. It was probably because of the Fantasias. Haru's monthly strum, bro. This is stream number 2, back to back.
Are they not?
Dev's retirement fund? Yeah, dude. Those dudes, they've had that like a full
like
fund for every single employee for a long time.
Maybe they just can't find the one, or maybe it's more about the substance of the character. Can you imagine?
What do you mean by that?
If you're a Fantasia addict, just let me know why. Why are you like that? Why are you like this?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'm not a Fantasia addict, but I can totally understand. It's just she basically answered her own question in the very beginning of the damn video, and it's just this game, the devs make it so fucking easy to make such a good-looking character, no matter what the race or gender is. I mean, like, yeah, you can probably argue that like Hrothgar and Rogadin are some of the like the least good-looking races in the game, but like you still got a little something to work with on those. You know, you can still make them look pretty good. In my honest opinion. No, I don't have a Rogadin, but I feel like you probably can make it look good. And I'm not really too into Hrothgar, but I think Hrothgar tanks are some of the most badass looking tanks in the game. You know, like a little stereotypical, I suppose, but it's just very big and beefy tanks like warriors and dark knights, bro. Like, I'm sorry, like that shit, it just chef's kiss for me, man. Like the tanks, like just big ass scary looking tanks. That shit goes hard for me, man. Like it feels like a puzzle piece just falling into place for my party. So good, so good. I love it. I love it. Rose have mommy milkers. Okay, listen, I don't know about all that, but you're probably right.
Do you hate money?
But anyway, I totally forgot. Yeah, it costs a lot of money. It definitely does cost a lot of fucking money. But it's just some people are very indecisive. I am terribly indecisive with some things. Like, I would love to be one of those dudes who gets a bunch of commissions, like literally every other person who is part of the Final Fantasy community. But I have a terrible time trying to decide what pose, like what setting, what expressions, which artist, like what color scheme. I can't decide that shit. I have a terrible time. I just can't fucking do it consistently enough, so I don't get any fucking art. I would love to, but it's just I'm so bad at deciding, so I don't. But some people are a lot better about it, you know, and they can come up with a million different characters, and they're just like, fuck it. Like, next week I want to play a cat girl. Next week I want to play a bunny girl, or like, you know what? I don't like this, actually. I saw someone else's character, and I kind of want to look like that. So they end up spending money. And if you got the money to spend, fuck it, dude. Do it, man. They give you the option. Dude, before they put a Fantasia, before they even had a cash shop, the only other way to, so like you would get one Fantasia in ARR if you pre-order the game, right? And I used that Fantasia. This was before you were able to change your hair and like your makeup or whatever the fuck. I used my Fantasia to change my skin tone by like 2 squares or some shit. And I think I put like a scar on like the face or something. And then I wanted to change it, and I didn't have another Fantasia, and we still couldn't, you know, change the hair with the NPC. We didn't have it yet. So there's actually something you can do in the support desk. You can reach out to a GM, and everyone has access to this. You have access to one. They'll give you back one item that you lost, right? If you ask them, they will give it to you. So I asked. I was like, hey, I used my Fantasia, and I'm not happy with my character, and I want another one. It's like a one-time use, and I used it on a Fantasia back in 2013, and they gave it to me. And it's just, bro, I was 16. I didn't know how this shit worked. I never played any fucking MMOs. I didn't know that they were eventually gonna drop a cash shop. I didn't know that I was eventually gonna be able to fucking spend money on Fantasias. How the fuck would I have ever known that? You know, I was a fucking stupid ass teenager in high school, and I wanted a Fantasia right then and there. So I spent my one-time item refund on a fucking Fantasia. It was worth it though. It was worth it. I was so much happier every single day. And then they made the cash shop, and I was like, fuck. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
help me understand in the comments. In the end, I feel like being in love with your character is okay, so long as you don't tell anyone about it.
Dude, what do you mean? Like, I feel like everyone in this game tells the entire world how much they love their character. Dude, like, oh, I have so many mutuals on Twitter who are just like, oh my, look at my character. Rate my character from 1 to like 20, please, please, please. Or like, I've been seeing a little bit of a trend when it's like Final Fantasy artists, and it's like, hey, draw your Final Fantasy OC in this outfit, and it's like a very revealing dress showing like a lot of boob, and people will just draw their characters. They jump at the opportunity. It's like, hell yeah. And I love to see that. That's actually super fun to just spectate, right? And dudes will have like their Rogadin, like their beefed up Rogadin in this really revealing dress. It's so funny, man. It's so funny. Like, people are the complete opposite. You know, they want to do that. They want to show the world their character and how much they love it and how good they look.
But probably nobody's gonna watch this video anyway. So I'm good. But if you are, why not make a comment? Right? It's anonymous. What made you fall in love with your character? Or are you in hate with your character?
Cat
Are
girl.
things okay between you and your character? Or maybe you don't have any strong feelings and you're normal.
What do you mean? I'm normal just the way I am. I can like my character. I can be, you know, a little overly attached to my character and still be normal. Actually, I'll have you know.
Or indeed, just a video game character. They're just a vessel for you to project yourself into the world of Eorzea. It's a way
What
for you
the
to hold all
fuck
your
did she
loot and
just
stuff
say to
and
me?
Whatever you gotta do, right? Is that you? Let me know what it's like. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider supporting.
Define overly attached. I'm so overly attached to my in-game character that I went and turned her into an OC, and then spent thousands of dollars on multiple models to be a VTuber of said character. Yeah.
Supporting the channel on Patreon or on Twitch. You can also support the channel for free by clicking the subscribe button or by sharing this video with your fellow buns.
What drew you to Miko? What was the inspiration? Cat ears and tail.
Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
That is all it is. Oh, and then the face markings. I like
Bye.
those too a lot. And the eyes. The eyes are really pretty.
Hey, Buns.
Oh, what the fuck?
I
sorry. It lagged. I need to change the redemption thingamajiggers. It's because I have